This is Report TL592-H8 on the Xiticix Queens. Legionnaire Kyle Hort of Arcane Anomalies reporting. I'll summarize for you. This is the situation with the Xiticix, and I'll be blunt. Things are more complicated and dangerous than they appear on the surface. It started with unauthorized experiments at Fort McAllister. Dr. Alexander and his team were running a secret operation hidden from NEMA oversight. Their goal was to create a psionically active Xiticix Queen, something that could be controlled. The plan was called Operation Puppet. They force-fed high PPE biomatter to immobilized Xiticix nannies, producing a queen with psionic potential. The idea was that once this queen matured, they could use a special trigger word to dominate other Xiticix hives. The end game? Get her to wipe out rival queens and then activate a self-destruct command, collapsing the hive network from within. It was ambitious, it was reckless, but it didn't go according to plan. One of the queens, designated Subject 022, turned the tables. She took control of a researcher's mind, sabotaged the fail-safes, and escaped. She dug her way out of the facility. Dr. Alexander ordered an emergency evacuation and called for the destruction of the site. Problem was, NEMA didn't understand how deep the facility went. Their bombardment wasn't enough. One queen survived, Subject 023. Unlike 022, this queen has been cooperative so far. Team Skylark relocated her to a hive near a Tomorrow Legion training base. She's been allowed to grow her hive under supervision, and she's even avoided the usual ecological destruction Xiticix cause, hunting selectively instead of wiping out entire regions. Now after that, we sent Skylark to investigate abandoned hives with Dr. Cerulean. What we found confirmed our fears. Subject 022 is consolidating power. These hives weren't emptied by us or the CS. The queens and eggs inside had been killed by their own kind, likely under 022's mental control. When Skylark finally made contact with her, it was clear there was no room for diplomacy. She wants one thing: total assimilation into her hive mind. Anyone who refuses, they're consumed. It came to a head at CS Fort Barren. The fort is the last bulwark between the Xiticix expansion and major cities such as Ishpeming and Escanaba. If Fort Barren fell, the Xiticix would be free to expand into these populated areas. The commander of the fort, Major Samuel Heim, requested aid from any and all who would defend it, accepting help even from DBs and magic users. A massive Xiticix force, numbering nearly 10,000, made up of several assimilated hives led by 022's hive, attacked the fort. Skylark stayed to defend the fort even though they had no obligation to protect CS territory. 022 had new types of Xiticix we hadn't seen before: mind melters, bursters, zappers. They even had psionic extenders, creatures anchored in place to amplify the queen's mental reach. The fight was brutal. The turning point was when Skylark killed the Xiticix general. When that creature fell, the hive mind link broke down. The Xiticix turned on each other and died or fled. The fort was saved, but it was close. Since that battle, Xiticix activity has fallen off sharply. Subject 022 is still out there somewhere. We haven't had confirmed sightings in over a year. That's good on the surface, but it means we don't know what she's planning. We can't afford to let our guard down. I recommend we keep up surveillance, stay ready for rapid deployment, and keep an eye on Subject 023. She's cooperative, sure, but she's still a Xiticix Queen. Any questions?